kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. From the gun, the ground game. Turning it on. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Quickly complete. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Line getting set on second down. They go to the ground. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO. And just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. Keeps it and gets the first down. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Brings up 2nd down. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. He's going out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Brings up 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires complete on the crosser. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
When you got a weapon this good at tight end, a quarterback, you've got to look his way, especially in this area of the field. Because remember, it's the red zone where these windows are so small. Nice job getting the completion and picking up the 1st.
They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. To the air on 1st down. Got it. Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful.
Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down, it creates second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Quarterback on the keeper. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
To the air on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Finds his tight end. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
When you're trying to throw these curl routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
How How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Edwards. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the ground, it's Rivers. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls away.
And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Direct snap. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Rolls it in. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Yeah, and I love the timing routes. A nice curl route, great throw, and then catch the ball, get north-south, and get some good yards after the catch.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass, but up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. They did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
Hunt is on its way. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
So they'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. 2nd and long from the 19. Off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Paul. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Oh, and those are those where you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
You watch the right defensive end get in there so fast, rush the passer, get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. I love the replays of these things when you can really hone in on that one guy on the one side and you just watch him go to work.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Wants to go up top. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Throwing right. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Paul. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the 1st half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Grab behind the line. It's Edwards. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Got his man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. At the 45 on its way. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Hunter. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a 1st down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Malone. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here's a heat. Got out of trouble and throws. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Using his legs, it's Malone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, and another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Hauls it in. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He lobs one high down the left side. Wide open space, and he will house it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. The give to the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab deep. There he goes to the left. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And so many times the safeties tell the tape, and that's what QBs are studying and reading, and he drops back, and you could tell he sees his receiver coming from the right side, and he knows exactly where he's going to end up with that post, pushes the ball down the field for the big play, got the safety out of position, made the big touchdown throw.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Malone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Coming out on first down with the play fake. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Trying play action. And the pressure that's there. And down he goes at the 18.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Lots of running room. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
To the air on 1st down. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. Coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Completes it in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. That's caught. It's Paul. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Power football with the run. Picks up the first down, still moving. A nice play there, and that is likely how we'll put the finishing touches on this period. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
Give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
And here comes the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
He's brought down at the 31. Second down.
So now it's 2nd and long. They're going to run it. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
3rd down play from the gun. He's going for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They bring the punter onto the field now. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. He'll do it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Wide open downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Pulls and fires complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for once.
Just keep slinging it. Under fire. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The offense has plenty of time in this final period. They'll try to break this tie. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
There he goes. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on second down. This time he's got his man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
He wants it all. And he's got a touchdown.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's McNeil. And the returner is stopped. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He'll start this drive going to the air. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Meredith. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time, right? Now it's coming up on third down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the fourth quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pressure coming. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.